Hello and welcome to my channel. Today's pick a card reading will be asking what's coming up next for you, what's coming up within the next month, and that could be anything. It could be relating to love, it could be relating to work, home life, just what is actually in the cards for you. So we've got 6 piles to choose from today, and we will be working from the traditional Waite tarot deck. So you can see from my little box, mine's quite well worn. We will also be asking for some more information from the Moonology oracle cards by Yasmin Boland, and we've thrown in a Doreen Virtue Healing with the Angels oracle cards for a message from your angels on what you need to know about what is coming up next for you. So if you want to take a moment to concentrate on the 6 piles that we have here and choose a pile that resonates with you, or otherwise an item of jewelry that we've got. Today we're working with bracelets. As you might be able to tell if you regularly watch my picker cards, I don't have a huge number of individual crystals and stones, but I tend to have a lot in the form of jewelry. In saying that, I don't actually know the names of what a lot of them are, so if you do, please feel free to let me know in the comments. But for pile 1, we've got what I believe to be onyx, but I could be wrong, so please definitely correct me in the comments if I'm getting these wrong. Otherwise I'm just going to be making up names for them as I go. So we have the black bracelet for pile number 1. We have the turquoise bracelet with the birds, birdcage charms for pile number 2. For pile number 3 we have the wooden bracelets, and again they're probably a particular kind of wood and I wouldn't know, so if anyone is able to enlighten me that would be wonderful. Pile number 4 we have, I think this is jade. For pile number 5 we have what I believe to be aquamarine, and for pile number 6 we have a variety of stones, and again I know that they have particular names but I don't know what they are. So pile number 6, that's for you. Take a moment to meditate on the cards and choose the pile or the bracelet that really stands out to you. Please remember that this is a general reading, so you may feel like it resonates and hits the mark on everything. You may feel that some of the messages resonate with you, or you may feel like there is nothing in here for you, in which case that is completely fine. It just means that there isn't a message for you in this reading. This is also a timeless reading, so you can do this regardless of when it was posted, and the answers will remain accurate. If you find that the reading resonates with you, please don't forget to like the video. That's really helpful with the YouTube algorithms. The more likes that it gets, the more that it actually pushes the video out there for other people to be able to see it. Consider subscribing to my channel if you like this sort of content, or sharing my video with a friend if you think that there's someone that will benefit from this reading. And I would love to hear whether or not it resonated with you. So if you feel that it did, please put the reading that you chose in the comments and let me know if you found that it resonated with you. I'll give you a moment to think about which pile you might like, and we will get started. Number 1, if you chose group or pile number 1 and the black or onyx, if I've got that correct, bracelet, this reading is for you, group number 1. So let's see what we have for you. We've got the tarot cards, we have the 3 of cups, we have temperance, and we have the 2 of swords. And our angel card, angels are asking you to take some time to reflect and meditate Group number 1 and the Moonology card, New Moon in Virgo. It's a time to give rather than take. Okay, so what does this mean for you, group number 1? Let's see what's been happening. There's been a lot going on for you with emotions. I'm feeling group number 1, but there's been some celebrating going on. You've been working as a team with somebody. That might be with friends, it could be with family, but there has been some sort of celebration, some sort of teamwork going on here, which has been maybe the beginnings of something. I get the sense this project, it's being a 3, it's something that has just started, or if it hasn't happened yet, potentially there is a project that is in the card. Something new might be just about to start up for you, group number 1. This is a time to be celebrating friendship, to be enjoying the fruits of your labor with your team, whether that's calling on your family for support, looking at the keywords here, staying in tune with and informing your family of events, celebrating teamwork, and celebrating friendship and loved ones. So yeah, maybe you have been celebrating some teamwork and some things that have been some success that has happened either within your family or maybe with a team at work, or maybe it's just been something that has been going really well in your lives with you and your friends, but there either has been a cause to celebrate or there will soon be a cause to celebrate. However, Temperance is all about balance and looking within for your own self-knowledge. It's about taking time out for healing and for self-reflection and listening to your own inner guidance. Looking at the keywords, time for self-healing, identify and acquire the ingredients for completion of the mission, leave time to rest, find the missing ingredient in life. So yeah, and looking at that with the 2 of Swords here, you can see this lady has a choice to make. She's got these 2 swords here and she's got something that she needs to choose between. It's nighttime, she's in darkness, the moon is out, but it's a crescent moon. It's not casting any light on the situation and she has her eyes blindfolded. So whatever she needs to do, she needs to make this decision from her heart rather than trying to be able to make it from her head. She's not able to see all of the factors that are at play here, and it's going to take some time for her to be able to see exactly what it is that she needs to know. So this card is about holding off, gathering all of the information and evidence, waiting for more information to come about. So group 1, I'm not sure if there's something that you have been celebrating or if there is something coming up that you will have cause to celebrate, but certainly while there seems to be some teamwork at play here, which is fantastic, this card's very much saying to celebrate the teamwork that is going on at the moment. It's also, this reading is asking you to take some time to look within, take some time out for yourself. And maybe that's because there's new things going on, a new project starting. Maybe that is actually taking some time out from you. Maybe you're not sure where this project is heading. And so while you're celebrating the teamwork and the friendship of this group, you also need to take a bit of time out to ask yourself what is best for you. So I'm getting that you need to find, especially here with this card, it's a time to give rather than to take. All of these cards have a very similar theme. It's a time to look within. It's a time for self-healing. It's a time for meditation. But here it's a time to give rather than to take. So group 1, I feel like, yeah, there might be something new coming in for you, but it's not going to be really straightforward. There's going to be some questions that you need to ask yourself about how to proceed and how to move forward. And you're going to need to spend some time meditating on the answers for that and working out where you fit in this group, what your role is. Do you need to be stepping up to the plate a little bit more? Do you have skills that you could bring to this party that you've maybe been holding back on a little bit? Yeah, I'm thinking that you need to take your time in this, don't jump in, but certainly you have something to offer this group. You'll be able to bring something forward to this celebration, and that might even be calling for, the reminder to keep family or friends abreast of events and the things that are going on, remembering to include them in this time. But I will actually read a little bit more from the Moonology card. These cards are amazing and they have so much information in them that I want to make sure that I'm definitely capturing everything for you. So, Moonology card, a time to give rather than take, new moon in Virgo. When this card comes up, it's time for you to take stock of your situation. Where are you and where do you want to go? The new moon energy of this card suggests a restart, and the Virgo energy suggests that you make that restart a clever one that's simple and well organised. Virgo also has a strong health aspect to it, so if you've been unwell, this card suggests that your health is on the up. Virgo loves clean eating and alternative therapy, so add these into your routines now, however you've been feeling. If a situation is blocked at the moment, it could be that you're overanalyzing things or being too critical. It's time to ask less what someone else can do for you and to think more about what you can do for others. Attune to the moon, which is an affirmation that you can say to help remind you of the meaning of these cards. Recommit to healthy morning and evening routines. Additional meanings for this card: gradual improvements are coming. Pay attention to detail if you want success without being pedantic. Be of service to others. Love and money will follow. The person you're asking about is reliable. The teaching of this card is Virgo is the sign of health, service, and analysis. Its energy is precise and has a feel of the harvest about it. When this card comes up, it could be that a wonderful bounty is coming your way. However, the energy of the new moon in Virgo is usually about getting your life in order. So that's what you need to do at the time of the Virgo new moon and whenever else you pull this card. So group one, you've certainly got a lot of thinking to do. This is what I'm seeing. This is either a new beginning and a new opportunity, or maybe you've actually even just been partying a bit too hard. Does that potentially resonate with you, group one? Maybe there's been a bit too much indulging and celebrating, and now it's actually time to go within and to look at the choices that you need to make, take solid stock of your life and decide what it is that's important to you. It could be that you need to take a bit of a break from some of this energy over here, or potentially it could be quite the opposite, and it could mean that you actually need to be bringing more of this in. Actually taking some time out at the moment to see where you're at and decide what you need to do, take stock and work out how you want to move forward, but knowing that moving forward will actually come in the form of including friends, family, team members at work, actually, opening up your heart, because this is cups being emotions. It speaks more about emotions than it does about material things such as work and business. So I get the sense that this is more about opening up your heart, even just to your friends and your family and your loved ones. Maybe you've needed to take some time out just to be able to do your own thing, group one, and you've been a little bit of a hermit. You've been sort of locked away a bit in your own head and taking some time out for yourself, and this is asking you to actually to come out of your shell a little bit more and to start to be a part of the team. So let me know if that resonates, group one. I've given you sort of two potential answers there. It could be, as I said, that you've been resting a bit and need to come out of your shell and start being a part of the team again, being a part of the family or the friendship group. Or it could be that you have been doing a bit of this and it has been a time to give rather than take, and now you're moving into the opposite energy of that, where it's actually time to take that time out for yourself and decide what to do. It doesn't mean that this needs to disappear, but it just means that you might need some more information about where these celebrations are heading, what it is that you're building over here, where that's actually leading to. Yeah, let me know, group one. Really keen to hear if either of those meanings resonated with you and how you felt about the reading. And if you did like it, don't forget to hit that like button. And thank you so much for coming to my channel. Hello, group number 2. You chose the, what did I even say it was now? I think I said aquamarine. I don't remember. If you chose this bracelet, you chose pile number 2. Let's see what your reading has for you. So for the tarot cards, we have the 10 of Pentacles. Oh, 9 of Pentacles. The 8 of Wands. We have the angels asking you to get back to nature, and we have the Moonology card asking you to look at the bigger picture. Okay, group number 2, let me see. This looks like a really good reading, group number 2. I think this focuses a lot on what is going to be coming up for you with work. And it appears to me that it is going to be really quite a abundant but very busy time. Do you have a new project on the go? Sorry, not so much a new project, but a project on the go, group 2. Is there something that you have been working really hard on? Maybe a business, maybe your career, maybe just working really hard at your job. Yeah, you've been meeting your obligations. You've been really trying to bring something to fruition here. Group number 2. This card shows an old man looking over the next generation, and then the next generation here. We've got the dogs. It's very much about family life and building something lasting for your family, for the next generation, building security for yourself, possibly even for your children. And then with the 9 of Pentacles, here is a woman that is abundant. She's happy, she is comfortable in herself, she's in touch with nature, she's in touch with who she is as a person and the gifts that she has, and she is very, very comfortable in herself. And then here we've got the 8 of Wands, which is very representative of swift movement, a lot happening all at once, big streaks of creativity, lots of fire. We've got the earth signs here with the Pentacles, Virgo, going blank on the other earth signs, Taurus, and who is my third earth sign? I do this every time. If you're one of them and I haven't read it out, you'll be yelling it out at the screen right now. And we've also got the fire energy here, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. So maybe you are one of these signs. We've got another Sagittarius card here with the moon card, Capricorn, sorry, that's it, that's the other earth sign. Yeah, what I see is that things are going really well for you at the moment. What's coming up is an increase in that. Very much a period of being very busy, accelerated growth. If you have been experiencing abundance and success at work, that is going to continue, pile number 2, but you will be tested because what you're creating is actually going so well, as reflected in these 2 cards here, that you may struggle to actually keep up with what it is that you're creating. So just be a little bit careful, group number 2, that you don't go overwhelming yourself and you don't go burning yourself out. And possibly if things are going really well and whatever it is that you're working on is taking off and it's actually going better than expected, there's a chance that you may be starting to feel a little bit of fraud complex, or sort of wondering if you are going to be able to actually build this thing that you had set out to build and pictured in your mind. And even though it's coming together, I get that you're still, especially here with looking at the bigger picture, I get that you're still doubting yourself a little bit, group number 2. But this card here is asking you to enjoy the fruits of your labor, enjoy the gifts that the universe is providing to you right now, and to have confidence in yourself. It's also asking you to pay attention and to prepare for more. And you can build your resources up by preparing for more abundance, and possibly even preparing for more resources will allow more abundance. So I think group number 2, whatever you're working on, it's doing extremely well, but you're being asked to look at the bigger picture. At the moment, it's whatever it is doing so well that it's going to actually pick up and continue, and that could potentially become overwhelming for you as it does that. But this card calls you to have confidence again. Both of these cards are asking you to have confidence, and this card's reminding you that having confidence will actually lead to more success. So this is an opportunity for you, pile number 2, to learn some lessons from the past and think about what has worked and what hasn't, and to prepare yourself and your resources for more of all of this great stuff to come. But if you are feeling overwhelmed by this, and if you are starting to actually question where things are going, or you're not sure if you're going to be able to actually enjoy the abundance that this card is asking you to be able to take the time out and enjoy, then the angels are asking you to remedy that by taking some time out and spending some time getting back to nature, whether that's actually going bushwalking or going down to the beach, or even if it's just spending a few minutes in your backyard, just relaxing and just taking in the fresh air, the sounds around you, maybe the bird songs, the wind, depending on where you live, maybe even the traffic sounds, but just getting outside, getting a bit back to nature, and then looking at the bigger picture. I'll read the meaning from the book for the Moonology cards because they contain so much insight that I don't want to miss anything. So I shall read from the book for this one. Are you thinking too much about the details of your dilemma? Fretting over minutiae that can be counterproductive? Or perhaps you're being all talk and no action? This card is a reminder that while it's good to think things through, sometimes you need to step back and look at the bigger picture. What do you then see about your current situation? What's the most positive thought you can have about it? Now is the time to count your blessings, even if you don't have yet exactly what you want. This card is also a reminder that we often have to take a few risks and go with uncertainty on this journey called life. Try to keep an open mind about what's for the best. The universe could surprise you. Attune to the moon. Take time out for a mini break or adventure. I see that as replicated here in the nature card. Additional meanings for this card. The situation may have come around because you've been distracted. Be confident without being overconfident to win the day. Have you shown that you care? If not, now is the time. Find a balance between speaking your mind and saying too much. The teaching for this card, the full moon in Sagittarius is a time when we are reminded that life is an adventure and there's a big wide world to see beyond our own backyard. It's about having fun and being prepared to sail into uncharted territory. It's about big ideas versus the details. No matter when you draw this card, it encourages you to look at the bigger picture. Yeah, so group number 2, I think definitely there is a lot that is coming up for you, and I feel that this card may even be calling for you not to be distracted by everything that's going to be coming along. I feel like you'll be spinning a lot of plates at one time. You're going to get very busy, and there will potentially be more success than you could have even dreamed of. So this card here is asking you to keep an eye on the bigger picture. This is something over here that you've been manifesting for yourself. You've been working really hard to bring in abundance, and this card here is saying that you have this even if you aren't actually aware of it yet. Like this card says over here, but it's time to just take a little bit of time out. Group 2, reflect on what you've got going on over here and what is coming up, which is going to be hectic, but certainly successful, and something that you can enjoy if you take a little bit of time to look at the bigger picture. Remember what it was that you went into all of this for in the first place, and cut yourself some slack. Take a bit of time out for some self-care, a bit of a break, possibly even further than your backyard. Might be time for a weekend away or even a day trip out in nature, but prepare yourself for what's coming up, and it looks as though there will be wonderful things waiting for you. Group number 2, this is a really wonderful positive reading. If you felt that resonated, please don't forget to like the video and leave me a comment. I would love to know which pile you picked and if you felt that it applied to you. If you enjoy this content, please consider subscribing to my channel, and if you know anybody that you think could benefit from this reading, please feel free to share it. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. Okay, group number 3. If you chose the wooden bracelets, group number 3, this is your reading. Thank you for being here and visiting my channel. Let's see what we've got for you today. Have the 9 of Wands, the 5 of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. Angel cards are talking about children, and the Moonology card, nothing will come of this situation, which you may have potentially gathered just from your intuition from looking at these cards that we have here. Yeah, group number 3. Okay, so you've got some heavy sort of stuff going on. I see here you've been working really hard to make something work really hard, and it's taken a toll. You've come out injured from it. See his little bandage on his head there. You have not gone unscarred in whatever this is that you have been working on, whether this has something to do with work or whether this is actually a relationship. It's time for you to take a break from this. Group 3, especially here with the 5 of Cups as well, there has been some sort of loss, or there potentially is a loss coming. So I'm sorry, group 3, this is not the most positive reading of the day, but I'm getting, yeah, that there's been a lot of heavy stuff going on. You've been fighting for something, and it has felt like a fight, and it's not going your way at all. And this reading is telling me that what is coming up isn't good. It's not the end of the world. It's not doom and gloom altogether. You can see it looks pretty doomy and gloomy. He's focused on his 3 spilt cups, but he's not aware that he's got the 2 cups still behind him that are still upright, and that signifies that you can't lose everything. No matter what, pile number 3, no matter what you have been fighting against or giving your all to, it may feel like it's a losing battle at the moment, but while you may have to just give up on this situation and just let it go, don't cry over spilt milk, at the same time, you don't need to fear losing everything. All of this work hasn't been for nothing. The Knight of Wands, as you can see, he's all action and energy. So whatever this situation has taken out of you, you will bounce back from this. Pile 3, I can't see if this is a work situation or if it's an emotional situation. This might be that you have been having issues in a relationship, and that could be a romantic relationship, or it could even be a relationship with a boss. Maybe you've got a boss that makes you feel like going into work every day is an absolute fight and a struggle. Maybe you feel like you're being managed out of a position and everything is being taken from you no matter how hard you're working. But these cards are showing that it's time for you to take a break from the situation. It's not a time to martyr yourself. Whatever it is, it's not working and you need to let it go. But you need to know that you need to change some sort of habit or action, something that has led you to coming to this. So maybe you've just been bashing your head against a brick wall over and over again in this relationship, doing the same thing and feeling like you're just putting in all of this work, all of this passion, all of this energy, and nothing's really coming from it. And you're still here just on your own, having lost something. And so whether that is currently happening or whether that is actually what is coming up for you, I feel that this situation here, this thing that you've been fighting for or fighting against, it is going to come to an end. And it's really important that you let it come to an end, and that you know that there are better things waiting there for you when you do bring this to an end. So the Knight of Wands, he's embarking on a new journey of self-discovery. Focused action is required. The time is ripe. Modify your self-image and see yourself as an action taker. So Whatever it is that you're dwelling on over here, it's going to come to an end, but it is not going to be the end of you. It is actually going to be a change in direction, I see. It's going to be something new, something coming in, a lot of fire, a lot of creativity, but you're being asked to take this on and to look at what you've done over here, look at what you have been doing and see how you could actually do things differently to mix it up. So yeah, you're feeling a bit like you've been banging your head against a wall on a certain situation, group 3, because if you have, it's saying that this is going to come to an end. And I'm sorry, it isn't going to end the way that you want it to. I think the outcome is going to be something that's going to take a bit out of you, but it's letting you know that you're not going to be beaten by this. You'll be embarking on something new, whatever this is, it's coming to a close. And maybe it has come to a close and this is around the corner, or maybe you're still working on whether or not to stick with it. And this is telling you that no, this will be coming to a close, but new things are going to be coming out of this situation. We've got children, so the angels are asking you to focus on your inner child right now and ask what they want. So maybe you just haven't been having enough fun. Maybe you haven't been looking at the world from the point of view of that there is magic, that there is, what did you want as a child? Maybe you're not working on the thing that would have brought you joy when you were a child. You're bashing your head against a wall on something that isn't bringing you the happiness that your inner child deserved. This could also mean that children are coming into your life, and potentially this could be the new adventure that you'll be heading off on. But this card to me more means that it's the angels are asking you to remember your inner child and to think about her. And especially when you think about all not being lost and taking some time to listen to your inner self. The angels are asking you to hear what your inner child has to say and to take on a bit more of a childlike view of the world. Don't get too caught up in the mundane, the stress, the pain of life. In nothing will come of this situation, the void of course moon. This very much reflects what seems to be going on up here. In order to give you some more insight, I will read from the book for the Moonology cards, because they contain so much information that I could never hope to remember it all, and I don't want to miss anything for you. So the void of course moon, in a form of astrology known as horary, where an astrological chart is cast according to when the question is asked and decoded, a void of course moon means nothing will come of this matter, or this situation will bear no fruit. This may or may not be good news depending on what you are asking about. For example, if you were worried about something, whatever it was, this card will be taken as a sign that there is nothing to worry about. However, if you are asking about a new project of any kind, including a new relationship, it's a sign to adjust your expectations and change things so that you get a different outcome. Remember, the cards can only predict what you are currently creating, and you can change that with both your behavior and your beliefs. Attuned to the moon asks you to tell yourself, I trust in my highest good. Additional meanings for this card: the chances of something are diminishing. Something better may be around the corner. I'll see this one here for that. Believe that you will get what you need. Surrender to the divine. Take time out, meditate and contemplate. And I see that here with the children card. The teaching of this card: the main definition of void of course moon is when the moon won't make a major connection with any of the planets until she enters the next sign. The best thing you can do when you get this card is to chant the Sanskrit words Om Namo Narayani. Om Namo Narayani, which mean I surrender to the divine. A void of course moon is time to just be. Yeah, so group number 3, take some time out. Here we go, I'll read the keywords. Take some action to change past patterns. You can't lose everything. What's yours can't be taken. Tighten your belt and be mindful of inappropriate emotional attachments. So if there is someone that you're hanging on to, a relationship that you're trying to make work, it's not going to, group 3, but you need to just take this time out, spend a bit of time reflecting on what you do have, and remember that you have to recreate your self-image as someone who will take action to get what they want. leave this situation behind, because there are new things coming in for you, group number 3. I hope that that resonated with you. If it did, please hit the like button. It really helps with the algorithms for helping get the video shared and out there. I would love to know if the reading resonated and what you thought of it. So if it did, please let me know in the comments. And if you like the content that I put out, please consider hitting the subscribe button, and please feel free to share this video with anybody that you think might find it useful. Thank you so much, group number 3, for visiting my channel. Okay, group number 4. If you chose the jade bracelet, you're group number 4. And let's see what the cards have for you today. So we have got Star, King of Swords, and the 3 of Swords. Angel card is spiritual growth, and our Moonology card, don't let your past hold you back. Okay, group 4. I think that you have got some big things coming up and some blockages here, group 4. Whether this pertains to something that you're holding on to, or a way that you're keeping yourself stuck with work, or potentially a relationship. And I'm getting the feeling that this is more about a relationship that has grown toxic. You're starting to get a bit stuck. I feel, group 4, in the day-to-day. The Star card is also known as a wish card. So oftentimes if this card comes up in a reading, if you're hoping for something, it's a sign that you will get your wish. But looking at it with these other cards, I'm thinking that there's some heartbreak on the horizon, group 4, but I get the sense that the heartbreak isn't actually because of something that somebody else is doing. I think that maybe you're potentially going to get in the way of yourself. So the Star card, it's asking you to rise above day-to-day conflict with divine. Time is better spent on reflection, spiritual rediscovering your purpose, and quiet contemplation. And then we have the King of Swords that asks you to employ patient listening and ask penetrating questions, to listen to your inner wisdom, to research your situation, and not to examine underlying assumptions. So I look at this, examining underlying assumptions, with this here, don't let your past hold you back, and rising above the day-to-day. And then on top of that, we've got the 3 of Swords, which people often see as a bit of a scary card, and it can mean that there's a third person in a relationship or a third factor going on. It also speaks about misunderstandings which can strain a relationship to breaking point. It can be time to disentangle yourself from a situation and start afresh. It can also be time to grow a thicker skin, or to strike out alone, and as I said, third party. So group number 4, there may be somebody else in this relationship, if that is what you're asking about. If you are thinking about a work situation, potentially there is someone else that's getting in the way, maybe another employee, maybe a manager, someone that is a bit of a sticking point. But I am actually seeing that this third person, in whatever it is actually more you. I feel like that it's the misunderstandings that could strain a relationship to breaking point. I'm thinking that you, group 4, this is where you could be. There's the opportunity, as the angels are giving you here. There's an opportunity for some huge spiritual growth at the moment, but it seems as though you're really keeping yourself stuck. So I'm just trying to move my microphone cable out of the way, because I'm aware that that keeps dipping into my reading, and it is, oh, there we go again, a little bit distracting. Sorry guys, trying to get this set up to do what I need it to do is more exhausting than actually doing the readings themselves. But yeah, sorry. So to get back on track, spiritual growth, here with the star, you have the opportunity to actually really bring in some beautiful things for yourself. At the moment, group number 4, I believe what's coming is going to be a period of time where you're being asked to actually really take a look at yourself, and to, if this is about a relationship, not to let past assumptions actually push this relationship. The swords going through the heart can seem quite scary, but we've also got the rain here washing away what is here. So actually refreshing everything, washing it away, bringing about new beginnings. So this is an opportunity for you to take a step back. And again, the pouring of the water here, the balance. This lady's balancing her emotions. So this might be a bit of a turbulent, or may have been a bit of a turbulent period for you. Group 4, this isn't telling me that if you're in a relationship that it's about to end, but it's saying that if it does, it will bring about spiritual growth for you. And if it's not about a relationship ending, it's about making sure that you don't let your past hold you back. You take the time out to hear what it is in your heart, think about what it is that you want, and also to hear this other person in your life without diving into making assumptions, but also listening to your intuition. And so this could even be that you're on your own, you don't have someone that you're asking about specifically, group number 4. But whatever you're dealing with at the moment, as difficult as it feels, this is going to be a period of washing that away, letting go of your past in order to be able to grow. The angels want you to know that they are here for you to help you to evolve to the next level and to the highest vibration that you can possibly be working at. And so they're calling you to use this period of time that will be coming up for you to allow the spiritual growth that is intended for you. And I will read a little bit more from the Moonology book, because there are so many messages in here. I do not want to leave any out. So for the Moon card, don't let your past hold you back. The South Node, like the North Node, is a karmic point, but it's also opposite to the North Node and relates to the past, perhaps even to past lives. Whatever you're going through and whatever you're asking about, there's a chance that age-old programming and conditioning is stopping you from achieving all that you might. And it tells me you've got the ability here to achieve the spiritual enlightenment, the wish, but you're holding yourself back with something at the moment, group number 4. Do you feel stuck in something? This card will often come as a sign that the situation or relationship that you're asking about has somehow become suffocating, even toxic. It suggests that someone, you even, needs to be released, and that there's some kind of addiction going on or unhealthy attachment that needs to be sorted out. And this card here can speak about unhealthy attachments as well. Maybe time to move on from something, fresh start, striking out on your own. One thing is for sure, when you get this card, you're being challenged to make some changes, even if staying where you are feels easier and safer. The affirmation for this card, or attuned to the moon, I release the past. Additional meanings for this card: a relationship is karmic and has played out across many lifetimes. Your attraction to someone may be verging on the obsessive. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. And the teaching for this card: the South Node is where the moon crosses the ecliptic going south. On the horoscope chart, it shows us that we are likely to become obsessed with, but which will probably do us little or no good. The South Node is the karmic astrological point that reminds us of the well-known phrase, if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. So group number 4, yeah, if you've been feeling stuck, if you've been clinging on to something that it's time to let go of, if you've been getting in your own way because you've been letting your past programming hold you back, now is the time to let that go. And if this is a relationship that you're asking about, it may have grown toxic. It may be that it is already at breaking point. And so now it's time for you to listen to your inner wisdom. Know that you are evolving. Know that this situation is testing you at the moment, but you are growing from it. And it is time for you to become more than what you've been programmed to be in your past. So yeah, maybe some rough times ahead, group 4, but just remember that this is a washing away. This whatever is stuck here, this is an opportunity for you to clear it and to evolve to the next level of your life and to let go of something that is holding you back and it isn't working. But in doing so, don't do anything rashly. Take your time. Don't work on assumptions. be patient in employing listening, and also listen to your own inner wisdom and your own intuition about what it is that you need to know here and how to move forward for it. So thank you, group number 4. I hope that that reading resonated with you. If it did, please hit the like button on the video. It really helps with the algorithms. If you like the content, please consider subscribing. And if you know anyone who could benefit from this video, please feel free to share it. And I would love to know how you felt about the reading and what messages it held for you. So if it resonated, please be sure to let me know in the comment section. And thank you so much for taking the time to visit my channel. Okay, group number 5. Hello and welcome. If you chose the aquamarine, gosh, I really can't say that word, bracelet, you are group number 5. Let's see what the cards have to say for you. We have got the 7 of Pentacles, the 2 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Wands. Okay, so I'm thinking that this is very much about either building and balancing material success, or potentially it speaks to family life. We've got intention from the angel cards and a full moon eclipse. Conclusions are within reach for our moon card. Okay, so what does this all mean for you, group 5? So you've been working really hard on something, whether it's trying to shore up a relationship or whether it's actually working hard at your job or your career. You've been working to be able to put something together for yourself. Yes, there's been lots of growth I'm seeing here, group 5. This card is saying personal power is growing, people are taking notice. Be resolute in the use of your time and energy, slow and steady, focus on the long run, and taking consistent steps. So yeah, maybe you've been working either on your relationship, your home life, or in your career. I am thinking that this is probably more career centered, being Pentacles and speaking about the material, but yeah, I'm sensing there's going to be a period of juggling. Group number 5, you're going to be called to weigh everything up, and potentially while you've been working so hard to kind of get all of your ducks in a row and put everything together and sort of, yeah, bring everything into one place, that's going to feel like it's going to be a bit of a juggle coming up to keep things this way. This card calls for you to wait patiently for a situation to sort itself out. Don't be coaxed into acting prematurely. Hold off on choosing and get all of the facts. But what I'm seeing here, group number 5, is that this situation is going to resolve itself successfully. I've also got here the conclusions are within reach and intention. So what's coming up for you, group 5, is that you're going to be doing a bit of balancing to be able to achieve this. You have the opportunity for something to come together, and this can speak about a creative venture, creative partnership for work, but it can also speak very much about a relationship. So you're celebrating a shared vision, far-reaching effects, networking, sharing, sharing your vision freely, and a minor celebration. So this is not the end of the road yet, but good things are coming here. Group number 5, all of this hard work and balancing that you've been doing, it certainly won't be for nothing. There will be a celebration. If this is a relationship, it is saying that this is actually good things are coming. This is going to be a solidifying of this relationship, and certainly things to celebrate. If it's, as I said, a work situation or a business situation, again, this hard work and balancing act will not be for nothing. It will result in something worth celebrating, but the angels are asking you to set your intentions. So be really clear about what the outcome is that you want, so that you don't go rushing into something, and that you're able to get the information and choose once you have all of the facts and knowing what you want out of a situation is really the best way to be able to do that. So focusing on your intention, knowing exactly what it is that you're putting out there and asking the angels to bring that in for you. Now, conclusions are within reach. Being a full moon eclipse, this speaks more of situations ending. So I don't think that this conclusion refers to what is happening up here, but I'm going to read from the Moonology book because it contains so much information that I want to make sure to be able to give you all that this reading contains. So the full moon eclipse, and just like that, a door slams shut. If you've pulled this card, it suggests that the situation you're asking about is about to reach or peak or has just done so, and things are now out of your hands. What you're experiencing now is what your soul signed up for, a way for you to learn and a way for your soul to evolve. So allow events to unfold and be easy on yourself. If you're letting go of someone or something, know that it's the right time, as hard as it might be. Forgiving someone for what they did could be the key to resolving this situation in a positive way. It doesn't make it right what they did. It doesn't make right what they did, but it releases it so that you can move on. Your affirmation for this card, or attuned to the moon: that which is meant for me will not pass me by. Additional meanings for this card: doors which slam shut now will not reopen. It's time for you to get back on track. Forgiveness will set you free of karma. Meditation, pranayama, and yoga nidra are all recommended now. Seed control and let events unfold. The teaching: full moons are nearly always about climaxes and very often about conclusions. Full moon eclipses are the same, but on steroids. A full moon eclipse can be hard to handle because it portends change, something many of us are uncomfortable with. But change is a part of life, and this card, no matter when you pull it, reminds you of that fact. Full moon eclipses can also give us a glimpse into what Carl Jung called the shadow self. Work with your darkness. Yeah, so while that seems almost very out of place with these other cards, I'm very much reading it as there might be something in your life that needs to go. You've, like I said, been working to try and get all of your ducks in a row, and this might refer to that one little duck, just that thing that you know, or this thing here that you've been balancing, these emotions in the background, all these waves. You've been riding some sort of emotional wave about something. So these cards are asking you to let something go. If you haven't already, you will be called to soon and the door will shut, but that will bring big things. Whatever is being shut out is allowing for this to come through. So group number 5, there might be some tough choices, maybe some loss coming up for you, but the cards really want you to know that the things that you're working on are not for nothing. This will come to fruition. You will have reason to celebrate. Look for people who are like-minded and can help you to get to where you need to go. And remember to ask for all of the facts before you go ahead and make any decision. Remember to set your clear intention and ask the angels to guide you to where it is that you need to be. So that's you, group number 5. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. If you liked the reading, please consider hitting the like button. And if you like the content, please consider hitting that subscribe button. If you think that there is someone that could benefit from this reading, please feel free to share it. And I would love to hear how you went with it in the comments. If you want to let me know which pile you chose and whether or not it resonated. Thank you so much for coming, and I hope to see you in my next video. Okay, group number 6, hello and welcome. If you chose this bracelet, you chose pile number 6. Let's see what the cards have for you. We have got the Ace of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Six of Wands. What a brilliant reading to start out with here, group number 6. Angels, new beginnings. Moonology, a time for healing. Okay, group 6. I am not sure what has been going on for you, but what is coming up looks absolutely sensational. There are lots of wonderful things coming up. New beginnings, possibly new love or a strengthening of the love that you're already experiencing, maybe a new level of love. If you're in a relationship, group 6, then this reading is very much saying that this relationship is going to evolve into a new level of commitment. There will be lots to celebrate. There'll be lots of coming together. And if you're a single, it is very much saying that love, I think, will be in the cards for you. Maybe keep your eyes out for somebody new coming along, because it seems as though the universe has lots of gifts to give you at the moment. So we have the Ace of Pentacles, which could mean that there is a monetary gift on the horizon, maybe an inheritance, a bonus at work. It may somehow come into money. But this can also just be gifts from the universe. So this card says increasing awareness of your constitution and value, taking small and steady steps to achieve huge goals, choose your direction wisely and humbly, and take one step at a time. And the Lovers, we've got integrate, two realities, or let go of one, creative compromise, study your options, consider your long-term interests and choose wisely. And then the Six of Wands, your enthusiastic stewardship is producing dramatic results. Fearlessly act on your convictions and others will follow, and leadership. Yeah, so look, group number 6, if this is talking about work, then good things are coming. And the Ace of Pentacles is all about new beginnings. So if this talks about business or work, you might have a new opportunity coming up, whether that's actually a new job, whether that's starting a new business, or whether that's actually a promotion within your workplace that you're currently in. Something new is coming up, and it's going to be something potentially where you'll be working with someone else. You won't be solo on this project. It'll be, yeah, definitely the melding of somebody else in this, and you'll need their help, but you're being called to be the leader in this, and your leadership will actually help to get whatever this project is to where it needs to be. But yeah, it's looking really, really successful. The Moon card is saying it's a time for healing as well. So we'll look into that a little bit more in just a moment. But yeah, if this is a business or work related question that you had about what's coming up for you, then definitely you're going to have some wonderful opportunities and you'll be really successful in them. If you are single, it could speak to a new love coming in, and that could be that you also need to be enthusiastic about finding that love, not ruling it out for yourself. Just having fun with the relationship, maybe even taking the lead. Maybe there's someone that you like, group 6, and you've had your eye on them and you're wondering if you should approach them. If that's the case, this card is saying yes. Your leadership will mean the success of this project. And if you're already in a relationship, then yeah, this is evolving into a new level now. Group number 6, beautiful things are coming for you no matter how you look at it, whether it's work, finances, maybe you've been having a bit of a tough time financially. This is letting you know that there are gifts at the moment, but yeah, you need to be aware of what it is that you want out of this and what your role is in it. And also with the time for healing, increasing your awareness of your constitution and your value. So maybe there's something going on with you that you need to heal, group 6. So we'll have a look at the Moonology book, because there's so much information that I do not want to miss giving you any. So a time for healing, balsamic moon. Pulling this card suggests that the past is in the past and a bright future is beckoning. However, before you take your next step, make sure that both you and the situation feel healed. This is not the time to paper over cracks or to simply pretend that everything is okay. Rather, you still need a little more time to heal and to soothe both yourself and anyone else in need. Then remind yourself that anything is possible if you believe it. This is also a good time to surrender and wait to hear guidance from the universe. Powerful insights can be had. If you know that someone or something really isn't good for you, this card is a reminder to surrender. Start to work on your belief in your dreams so you're ready when the time comes. Attune to the moon. When one is healed, all are healed. Additional meanings. It's time to let go of the past. You're about to turn a corner. You need more time to heal. Think about how this situation would look if everyone were healed. And the teaching from this card, patience is required at the time of the balsamic moon. It's a time for self-care as you slowly but surely prepare yourself for the new moon, which is just around the corner. No matter which point in the current moon cycle you have pulled this card, it's a reminder to go a little bit easy on yourself. The time to step into your creative power will come soon enough. Give yourself the time you need. Yeah, so group number 6, I see really good things for you, but I feel that these gifts are here, as it says, increasing your awareness, slow and steady. You don't need to do anything at the moment in order for these gifts to be given to you. You just need to keep doing you, boo, and know that what you're doing, it's going to bring some really, really magical things to you. There will be riding into victory, time for celebration, but spend a bit of time integrating these two realities or letting one of them go. Having a think about what needs to be surrendered and released in order for there to bring about a new beginning. And if you are feeling a bit stuck, group number 6, this is how you go about getting to this beautiful, bright future up here. Take some time to reflect on what needs healing and imagine the situation is healed, and ask the angels to heal the situation for you so that they can bring about your new beginnings. Yep, they're definitely new beginnings, teamwork, victory, happiness, victory in love. This is a wonderful reading, group number 6. So if that resonated with you, please hit the like button. And if you are enjoying this content, please consider subscribing to my channel. If you would actually like a personalized reading, my details are on my Facebook page. You can find me at Tarot by Cassie. That's Cassie with a Y, Cassy, Tarot by Cassie. And I'm also on Instagram under the same name, at Tarot by Cassie. Thank you so much for being here and sharing this pick a card reading with me. If it resonated, I would love to hear more about it in the comments. Leave me a comment below to let me know how you went. And if you know someone that might enjoy this reading or benefit from it, please feel free to share it. Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you again soon on my channel.